Canelo Alvarez said that he wants to fight Sergey Kovalev. Now, how much validity do you give this statement? Do you think Canelo Alvarez is serious about going? Think he could beat Sergey Kovalev? You know what I'm saying? Damn, it's crazy that, you know, everybody think the Crusher's sweet now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks Sergey Kovalev is sweet. You know, at one point in time, you know, Sergey Kovalev was that dude that nobody wanted to fuck with, that nobody wanted to step in the ring with, man. You know what I'm saying? But after Andre Ward beat the piss out of him, man, and beat the brakes off of him, you know, everybody wants to, you know, put their name in the hat to jump in there with Sergey Kovalev after Alvarez in his rematch with Alvarez. You know, he can still box. He still got that power. You know, I just think, you know, Alvarez is a dude with a... Alvarez was able to stand up to him. You know what I'm saying? I think Canelo still got a lot of unfinished business at middleweight, man. You know, and obviously he's looking past Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs, man, ain't no slouch. You know, although I do favor Canelo Alvarez in the Danny Jacobs fight, I don't think he should be overlooking Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs can win that fight. You know what I'm saying, man? So Watson, what's good with your fam? I think, you know, Danny Jacobs can win that fight, man. You know, I have watched numerous videos where Jacobs has said that he believes he'll stop Canelo. You know, I watched a couple videos when he said he'll stop Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think his confidence is there, and you got to have confidence going up against Canelo Alvarez, man. After that show that he put on, that last Triple G fight, man, you know, Canelo Alvarez is real. You know what I'm saying? If there was any doubt, about Canelo being real, that fight right there, man, opened a lot of eyes. I know it did for me. You know what I mean? Because at first, you know, I thought Canelo was good. You know what I mean? I knew he could box. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't sure if he had that dog in him, that grit. You know what I'm saying? That shit in you that not all fighters have. You know what I mean? That shit that's way deep down inside. You know what I mean? But he showed in that second fight with Triple G, man, that, you know, he can be a dog. You know what I mean? And that's what he was. He was a dog in that Triple G fight. Nobody's expected him to step to Triple G like that, man. He stepped to Triple G, you know, full force, and got real violent with him, man. He got real violent with him, man. And Triple G was shocked by it. You know, they were saying the whole build up to the how with a one-track mind, man, and that was to be real violent to Triple G, man, to stand his ground and go toe-to-toe with him. And he went toe-to-toe with Triple G, the guy that, you know, people feared for a long time. For a long time, Triple G was, you know, what they call Earl Spence in the welterweight division. Triple G was that guy in the middleweight division. Dudes had gave up belts. What's this motherfucker doing? Dudes gave up belts to avoid fighting Triple G, man. Dudes passed up on it. You know, you know, in the sport, people would do whatever it takes to get a shot at a unified champion, man. But nobody wanted that smoke with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted that smoke with Triple G until Canelo went in there and, you know, made him look less than 100%. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody calling Triple G's name. You got Saunders calling his name, Andre calling his name, all these dudes calling Triple G's name now. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo's the real deal. He proved that, you know, he can rumble. But I don't know if he can fuck with Sergey Kovalev, man. Kovalev is a big boy. You know what I mean? He's a big dude, and he can punch, he can box, and you know, there's a definite size advantage. You know, that Rocky Fielding fight, Fielding looked it huge over Canelo. He towered over Canelo. You understand what I'm saying? And Sergey Kovalev will probably be about the same height as Rocky Fielding, but Sergey Kovalev ain't soft like Rocky Fielding. Rocky Fielding was soft as hell, man. He was soft as shit, man. The moment was too big for him. You know, he need to be ashamed of himself. Canelo Alvarez went in there and just dogged him, man. You know what I mean? He was just, it looked at fake and cartoonish because he was so big, and Canelo just did what he wanted to do and broke him down like he wanted to break him down, man. Rocky Fielding need to be ashamed of himself, man. A lot of people think he took a dive. I just think the boy was soft, you know what I mean? But Kovalev ain't soft. You know, he may be mentally weak at times, but, you know, he gonna come out there and fight, you know what I mean? I haven't heard nothing, you know, I haven't heard him answer, you know, make a statement after, you know, Canelo put the statement out there that he wanted to fight him. I ain't heard nothing from Kovalev since. You know what I mean? But I think Kovalev, he might give it to Canelo, man. I think he might be too big and too powerful, man. You know, Canelo is caught up in a moment right now. Hey, man, there's weight classes for a reason. And, you know, 168 fighting a soft-ass Rocky Fielding is way different than 175 fighting, you know, a guy that may be a little past his prime, but a guy in Sergey who could still punch and could still box. You know, I don't know if Canelo is up for that task. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if he's serious about it or he just, you know, talking, man. But, you know, a lot of people was talking about it. A lot of people was saying that they would like to see that fight. You know what I mean? I would like to see it. You know, I would like to see Canelo test himself, and if he's able to beat a Sergey Kovalev at 175 at light heavyweight, that'll be amazing. There will be no doubt in my mind that Canelo Alvarez will be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world if he was able to do that, man. You know what I mean? If he was able to go up to light heavyweight and beat a guy like Sergey Kovalev, you know, even though Kovalev may be a little bit past his prime, man, I think, you know, that would be a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? One that I would like to see, you know, but you know, there's still work to do at 160, man. You still got Demetrius Andre, you know what I'm saying, who got the IBF title, you know what I'm saying? You still got Danny Jacobs, who, you know, who obviously you're looking past, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely looking past Danny Jacobs, because he's not just talking about fighting Sergey Kovalev. He's talking about a possible Triple G fight, you know, in September. You know what I'm saying? So if that ain't full fuel to the fire for Danny Jacobs, if that ain't lighting a match under Danny Jacobs' ass, man, to make him train that much harder, then I don't know what is, man. You know what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs, you know, he been training at that snack facility, man. People making this big deal about snack and, you know, how the guys look good in snack, and, you know, how much their endurance and how much vitamins and supplements supposed to be so great. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you notice, the fight with Danny Jacobs and the guy he fought for the IBF, Derevyanchenko. If you notice, during them later rounds, Danny Jacobs ran out of gas. He ran out of gas, man. He did not have that same intensity, that same fire that he had in the earlier rounds. You know, I know, you know, during the fight, you know what I'm saying, your activity level's definitely going to take a little dive, but Danny Jacobs was definitely, he was definitely out of gas in that fight. The fight before that, when he fought Maciej Sulecki, he ran out of gas in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too sure that this snack thing is all it's cracked up to be. You know what I mean? Because there was another fighter that I wanted to talk about, man, that was with snack that ran out of gas also. You know what I mean? Damn, I forget who it was. I can't think of it right now, man. But, you know, I really can't read your comments, fam. I'm driving, but I appreciate your comments, man. I'm about to stop in a minute. I'm about to pick up my daughter real quick, man. But I'm not sure about this snack thing, man. Like I said, I seen a couple of these fighters, man, who ran out of gas. You know, ran out of gas in the later rounds. You know what I mean? So how good is these supplements? How good is these vitamins and these workouts that they're doing up there, man? I'm not sold on it. You know what I mean? Danny Jacobs better be working his ass off. You know, I know if it was me and I'm fighting a guy who's talking about fighting this guy after, fighting that guy after, that tells me that this guy thinks I'm a chump. This guy thinks I'm a cotton ball. This guy thinks I'm peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? He think I'm soft. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta look at it. He think I'm soft because he's talking about fighting Triple G in the fall. He's talking about fighting Sergey Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He's looking past Danny Jacobs, man. They ain't even stepped in the ring yet, and he's making his plans about, you know, who he gonna fight next. You know what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs better get his head in the game, man. He better get his head in the game. And you know, like a lot of people said, that Danny Jacobs got to knock Canelo out to get a decision in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And that may be true. That may be true. I had Triple G winning the first fight. And, you know, to be honest with you, man, even though Canelo fought a real good fight, I had Triple G winning the second fight as well. But the second fight was a lot closer. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't mad at the draw because it was that close. I still think that Triple G won it just by a little bit. You know what I mean? But the judges out there, man, they love Canelo. They love the fact that he can generate you know, a lot of money to Las Vegas, man. Sort of like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather fought in Vegas. All the hotels was booked. All the rented cars was booked. All the businesses got all types of money. And now it's trickling over to Canelo Alvarez. And Las Vegas knows that, man. So they're going to put people in position that share that sentiment, that knows what Canelo Alvarez bring to the table, man. And, you know, it's going to be hard for Danny Jacobs to get a decision. Let me see here, my man Barker Raider says Canelo has stated that he would like to first become undisputed this year. He was asked by ESPN Deportes if he would be willing to move up to light heavyweight, and he simply said yes. That's the something that he could do in the future, but for now he was concentrating on the middleweight division. I don't think he's looking past Jacobs. Okay, Barker Raider. Good look, fam. That brings everything into, you know, better perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? But besides the Sergey Kovalev thing, he was still talking about making a fight with Triple G in September, though. You know what I'm saying? And if that's not looking past Jacobs, then, you know, I don't know, fam. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that, you know, he want to fight Triple G in the not that he want to fight him, that it's possible that he fight him in September. You know, I know Oscar and Golden Boy, they was, you know, talking about negotiations. Where's she at, man? Picking up my daughter, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, even if he was to get undisputed or unified the middleweight division, I still would love to see a fight with Sergey the Crusher Kovalev and Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? But now that you said that and put it in perspective, man, okay, I can see it makes much more sense. You know what I'm saying? He was just talking, saying, okay, you know, that may be in my future. You know what I mean? That may be in my future. But you know, he ain't just jumping out there saying that he wants to fight him. That make a little bit more sense, man. And you know, I got a better understanding. Put your seatbelt on, baby. But you know, that's all I got, man. I just wanted to get on here and talk about that, man. Shout out to my man Barker Raider, who brought that to my attention.